Welcome back, everybody, to another deep dive. Today, we're going to be looking at AI and economics.
Okay.
Specifically, we're going to be focusing on a particular initiative that was announced back in 2024.
Right.
$100 billion initiative.
Yeah, that's right. It was a huge one.
Yeah, you might even call it a gamble.
Well, that's what's so captivating about it.
Yeah.
I mean, this wasn't just any investment. This was Masayoshi Son, the CEO of SoftBank,
Right.
pledging this massive sum of money, and alongside who? Then President-elect Donald Trump.
So we're talking about promises of 100,000 new jobs in emerging technologies.
Yeah,
Huge focus on AI.
of course.
And so on the surface, it sounds really impressive.
It does.
But is there more to this story than a flashy headline?
That is the question, right?
Yeah.
That's what we're trying to figure out.
Yeah.
To understand the significance, I think we really need to look at the historical context.
Okay.
When we look at, promises about revitalizing American industry,
Especially in tech.
especially in tech.
Yeah.
They've been made before
Right.
and often with mixed results.
So are we looking at another situation where the initial hype fades away and the reality falls short?
Well, let's look at some examples.
Okay.
One that comes to mind is Foxconn
Right.
and their Wisconsin factory.
Right.
Initially, this was announced as a $10 billion investment,
Wow.
promising something like 13,000 jobs.
Huge.
Huge. Yeah. But it ended up being scaled back
Oh.
significantly to $672 million. And I think it ended up being less than 1,500 jobs, actually.
Well, wow.
So why was that?
Yeah.
Well, you can point to different things like shifting market conditions,
Okay.
changes in demand for LCD screens,
Right.
and, perhaps a bit of overpromising at the start.
So sometimes those big numbers are more about grabbing headlines than reflecting the actual outcome.
Sometimes I think that's definitely part of it.
Yeah.
And it's interesting because
Yeah.
even SoftBank itself had a previous $50 billion commitment under the Trump administration,
Really.
and the actual job creation from that investment was never really clear. So,
A little suspicious.
yeah, a little bit, but it's not always a story of unfulfilled promises.
Right.
We do have successes to look at.
Okay, like what?
For example, Intel's $7 billion semiconductor factory in Arizona.
Okay.
That project has been a real win in terms of investment and jobs.
So it's not all doom and gloom.
No, not at all.
There are genuine success stories out there.
Yeah.
Which makes you wonder, was this $100 billion AI pledge another gamble? Or was there a deeper game at play?
Well, when you think about Masayoshi Son, he is known for making these audacious moves.
Right.
Some incredibly successful, his early investments in Yahoo and Alibaba.
Oh, yeah.
But we also can't forget about the flops.
Right.
Their Wirecard.
Yeah.
So he's had some big wins and big losses.
Right.
But this $100 billion commitment, this wasn't a typical investment,
What do you mean?
I mean, in the sense of seeking immediate financial return.
Oh.
I think aligning with the incoming Trump administration likely has strategic advantages for SoftBank that went beyond pure profit.
Interesting. So maybe this was more about influence and positioning within a new political landscape.
Is possible?
Yeah, it reminds me of how other tech giants like Jeff Bezos, Mark Zuckerberg,
Yeah.
and even Sam Altman from OpenAI donated to Trump's inaugural fund.
Yeah.
Were they all just trying to get on the good side of the new administration?
It's a pattern that stands out for sure.
Yeah.
Whether it was a shrewd maneuver or a risky gamble to tie their fortunes to a particular administration,
Right.
that's a question worth considering.
Okay, so let's get into the details of this AI initiative.
Sure.
Because this is where it gets really intriguing.
Okay.
It wasn't just a SoftBank investment.
Right.
It was part of a much larger venture called Stargate.
Stargate, that's right.
Yeah.
So Stargate was this joint effort
Okay.
involving OpenAI, Oracle, and SoftBank,
And what was their primary focus?
a massive investment in data centers.
Now, I know data centers might not sound as thrilling as self-driving cars or the latest AI robots.
Right. They're essential.
Okay.
They're absolutely essential for the advancement of AI.
In what way?
Well, think of it this way.
Okay.
Data centers are like the foundation of a skyscraper.
Okay.
You can't even dream of building those soaring towers without a solid base.
Right.
And data centers are that base.
So-
They provide that computing power and storage capacity
Right.
necessary for all those cutting-edge AI developments you mentioned.
So data centers are the unsung heroes quietly powering the AI revolution behind the scenes.
I think that's a great way to put it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But our sources indicate that Stargate's ambitions extended far beyond just constructing data centers.
Okay.
There's mention of something called digital overlay and augmented reality,
Interesting.
hinting at potential AR applications.
I see.
And we can't overlook Larry Ellison.
Right, the CEO of Oracle.
Yeah, who was deeply involved.
Right.
And his presence suggests a strong focus on using AI in healthcare,
Okay.
specifically in areas like electronic health records and brain scans.
Interesting.
So are they imagining a future where AI helps doctors make faster, more accurate diagnoses,
Yeah.
perhaps even predict health problems before they become serious?
Potentially.
That could completely change healthcare as we know it.
I think, so this hints at a convergence of AI, healthcare, and data infrastructure.
Right.
A very powerful combination with the potential to revolutionize how we approach health and wellness.
And get this Stargate planned to invest at least $500 billion
Wow.
in AI infrastructure.
$500 billion.
That's $500 billion.
It's hard to even grasp
It really is.
that kind of scale.
Yeah.
So they were looking at data centers, cloud technologies,
All right.
maybe even artificial general intelligence.
AGI.
Seems they aim to cover it all.
They even mentioned something called physical and virtual 6G.
Oh, yeah.
5G is just rolling out. They're already talking about 6G.
I know, it's amazing.
What would that even look like?
Think of it this way.
Okay.
Imagine a world where the digital world isn't confined to your phone or computer screen.
Okay.
Picture walking down the street,
Yeah.
and information relevant to your surroundings or interests pops up seamlessly overlaid onto your real-time view.
Wow.
Or imagine attending a virtual meeting that feels as real as being in the same room.
It's like they were laying the groundwork for science fiction to become reality.
In a way, yes.
Yeah.
But as with any powerful technology, there are always questions to consider.
Of course.
How will this level of interconnectedness affect privacy and security?
Right.
What will it mean for the very fabric of our society?
Yeah, these are questions we need to grapple with as these technologies advance.
Absolutely.
But there's another piece to this puzzle that I didn't expect.
Okay, what's that?
Energy.
Energy,
Yeah. Their plan included energy generation and storage,
Interesting.
which suggests they were exploring new methods of energy production linked to AI. Perhaps they were even looking at harnessing potential breakthroughs in fusion technology.
Yeah.
Could AI be the key to clean, sustainable energy solutions?
It's a compelling possibility.
Yeah.
You know, the energy demands of AI are immense.
Right.
So finding sustainable solutions is going to be crucial.
Yeah.
And maybe AI itself can be part of that solution.
We started with what seemed like a simple investment announcement,
Right.
and we've uncovered a complex network of ambitions, technologies, and potential societal shifts.
It's fascinating.
It is.
It's a glimpse into a possible future where AI reshapes not just our economy,
Yeah.
but our entire way of life.
And we're just getting started.
We are.
Stay with us as we delve deeper into the potential of Stargate and what this massive gamble could mean for the future of AI. So we just scratched the surface of Stargate's potential impact,
Yeah.
in our last segment.
Right.
Remember that $500 billion transformation they had in mind?
Oh, yeah.
It wasn't just about data centers.
Yeah.
It seemed to encompass everything from cloud tech to even artificial general intelligence.
Right. AGI.
AGI.
Yeah. Which, often considered the ultimate goal of AI research.
Yeah.
Creating machines with intelligence comparable to humans.
Right.
Capable of solving this vast array of problems.
Yeah, it definitely raises questions about the future of work ethics, even what it means to be human.
Absolutely.
But for now, let's focus on the more tangible aspects of Stargate.
Sure.
The sheer scale of the data centers and supercomputing power they envisioned
Oh, yeah.
is mind-boggling.
Absolutely. Our sources suggest that companies like Oracle,
Okay.
SoftBank, OpenAI, NVIDIA, Microsoft.
Wow, the big players.
Yeah, they were all likely involved in building these massive data centers,
Where were they building them?
possibly in locations like Texas.
Texas. What makes Texas such a hotspot for data centers?
Well, a couple of factors make Texas attractive.
Yeah.
Ample land,
Okay.
a business-friendly environment,
Great.
and relatively low energy costs.
So it's not just about the technology itself, but also about the practical aspects of building and operating these massive facilities.
Precisely. And these data centers weren't planned just for AI development and simulations.
What else?
They would also be crucial for supporting 6G networks.
Oh, wow.
And they could even house large-scale energy storage systems.
Whoa, data centers doubling as energy hubs.
It's possible.
That further blurs the lines between the digital and physical worlds.
Yeah, it does.
And speaking of blurring lines,
Okay.
we can't forget about that physical and virtual 6G concept.
Right.
What could that look like in our everyday lives?
I mean, imagine a world where the metaverse isn't something you access only through a headset,
Okay.
but is integrated into your physical surroundings.
Okay.
Imagine attending a concert virtually,
Yeah.
but it feels like you're right there in the crowd surrounded by other fans.
Okay.
Or imagine interactive city guides that pop up as you walk through a new city, offering historical information directions and even restaurant recommendations based on your preferences. That's the kind of seamless, immersive experience 6G could enable.
They were essentially building the technological foundation for science fiction to become reality.
In a way, yes.
Yeah,
But as with any powerful technology, there are always questions to consider.
of course.
How will this level of interconnectedness affect privacy and security?
Right.
What will it mean for the very fabric of our society?
These are questions we need to grapple with as these technologies advance.
Absolutely.
Now, we can't forget that fusion experiments
Oh, right.
were mentioned in the source material.
Yeah.
What does fusion energy have to do with AI and data centers?
That's an intriguing connection.
Yeah.
Fusion power, if we can achieve it on a practical scale,
Right.
would be a revolutionary energy source.
Okay.
Clean, safe, and potentially limitless.
And given the immense energy requirements of AI,
Yeah,
having a reliable and sustainable energy source is critical.
it is.
So perhaps they saw fusion as the missing piece of the puzzle.
Possible.
The energy source to power the entire AI-driven future they envisioned.
It's a plausible theory,
Yeah.
developing powerful AI systems, vast data centers,
Right.
a hyper-connected 6G world.
It's going to take a lot of energy.
It would require an equally powerful and sustainable energy solution.
Yeah.
Fusion, with its potential to provide abundant clean energy,
Right.
could be the answer.
It's a fascinating idea.
It is.
AI driving innovation in energy production,
Yeah.
leading to a cleaner, more sustainable future.
Yeah.
It all sounds amazing.
It does.
But let's be realistic.
Yeah.
Masayoshi Son, the driving force behind SoftBank,
Right.
has a history of making both brilliant investments and some high-profile flops.
That's true. His track record is a mix of visionary successes and costly mistakes.
So was this a $100 billion AI gamble,
Right.
a stroke of genius, or a reckless bet?
Only time will tell.
It's as if he was placing a bet on the future itself.
In a way, he was,
Yeah.
and the stakes were incredibly high,
Yeah.
not just for SoftBank, but potentially for the global economy.
This is a story we'll continue to follow closely.
We will.
Will Stargate be remembered as a visionary leap forward or a cautionary tale?
I don't know.
I have a feeling there's much more to this story.
I agree. The seeds of this initiative were planted back in 2024,
Yeah.
and we're still witnessing the ripple effects today.
Yeah.
The worlds of AI energy and the digital landscape are constantly evolving.
Right.
And Stargate, despite its complexities and uncertainties, played a
Yeah.
crucial role in shaping that evolution.
For our listeners who might be feeling a bit overwhelmed by all this talk of data centers,
Right.
6G and AI,
Uh-huh.
let's take a moment to connect it to your everyday lives.
Sure. Remember, these technologies, for all their complexity,
Right.
are ultimately tools.
Tools.
Tools with the potential to solve problems, improve lives, and create new possibilities.
AI at its core is about using machines to enhance human intelligence,
Right.
not replace it.
Exactly. The choices we make about how to develop and use these tools.
Will determine the future we create.
It's not just about the technology. It's about the human values and ethics that guide its development and application.
Precisely. It's up to all of us to ensure that AI is used responsibly and for the benefit of everyone.
Okay.
The future of AI is in our hands.
This deep dive has been a journey of discovery.
Yes.
From a seemingly simple investment announcement
Right.
to a complex web of ambitions, technologies, and possibilities.
Absolutely.
Stay tuned for the final part of our exploration, where we'll delve deeper into what Stargate's legacy means for the future of AI and its impact on our world. Welcome back to the show, everybody. So we've been exploring the ambitious plans of Stargate, the potential of AI, and kind of this merging of the digital and physical worlds.
We have, and I think it's worth considering some of the long-term implications.
Yeah, well, great.
Like, as with any powerful technology, you have to think about, the potential downsides, the unintended consequences, right? I'm thinking about the impact on jobs, the potential for bias in algorithms, and the possibility of these technologies being misused.
Yeah, those are all valid concerns for sure.
So let's start with jobs.
Okay.
One of the big concerns around AI is that it'll automate a lot of jobs currently done by humans.
Right, and while that could lead to, increased efficiency and productivity,
Yeah.
it also raises those concerns about unemployment and social unrest.
So how do we prepare for a future where certain jobs might become obsolete? How do we create new opportunities for workers in this AI-driven economy?
I think we need to focus on retraining and upskilling the workforce,
Okay.
equipping people with the skills they need to thrive in a world where AI plays a significant role.
What about algorithmic bias?
Yeah,
I've heard concerns that AI systems could perpetuate existing societal biases.
absolutely. It's a valid concern. AI systems are trained on massive amounts of data.
Right.
And if that data reflects existing biases, those biases can get baked into the algorithms.
So give me an example.
Okay, imagine an AI system used for loan approvals.
Okay.
If the historical data used to train the system contains biases against certain demographics,
Yeah.
the AI could unintentionally discriminate against those groups when making loan decisions.
So we could end up with AI systems that reinforce and even amplify existing inequalities.
Potentially, yes, and that's why it's crucial to ensure that the data used to train AI systems is diverse and representative of the population as a whole.
Yeah.
We also need to develop algorithms that are designed to be fair and unbiased from the ground up.
So it sounds like there's a lot of work to be done
There is.
to make sure AI is used ethically and responsibly.
Absolutely.
But what about Stargate?
Right.
Do we know how things ultimately played out for this massive initiative?
It's hard to say for sure. Stargate as a formal entity seems to have faded from the spotlight, but its influence, I think, is still felt throughout the tech industry.
In what way?
Well, the ideas and ambitions behind Stargate have continued to drive innovation in AI data infrastructure and the quest for new energy solutions.
So even though Stargate itself might be a thing of the past, its legacy continues to shape the technological landscape we see today.
I think so. Those investments in data centers, the push for advancements in AI and 6G technology, the exploration of new energy paradigms, all of these were part of Stargate's vision.
Right.
And those threads continue to weave their way through the fabric of our technological evolution.
Well, this has been quite a journey.
It has.
We started with a $100 billion announcement and uncovered this story about ambition technology and a glimpse into a future that is still being written.
Yeah, it's a reminder that technology is constantly evolving, and the choices we make about how to develop and use these tools will
Right.
ultimately determine the kind of future we create.
What's the key takeaway for our listeners?
Stay informed,
Okay.
engage in critical thinking about these technologies, and demand transparency and accountability
All right.
from those who are developing and deploying them.
So it's not just about the technology itself.
No.
It's about how we as a society choose to use it.
Exactly. The future of AI is not predetermined. It's something we are all shaping together.
Well said. We started this deep dive with what seemed like a straightforward investment announcement and ended up exploring this complex web of interconnected ideas and potential futures.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing.
It really is.
When you think about it, it's a testament to the fact that innovation often happens in unexpected ways,
Yeah.
driven by bold visions and a willingness to push the boundaries of what's possible.
Well, thanks for joining us on this deep dive into the world of AI economics and the ambitious, if somewhat enigmatic legacy of Stargate.
It was my pleasure.
Until next time, keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep imagining the possibilities.